This is an update on the setback that we had with YouTube where several of my videos went missing, right? Cool thing is this, a lot of those videos, a lot of those builds that I showcased a little while back, some of them are changed. Quite frankly, I'm going to say at least 80% of those builds have been altered. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to showcase the updated version of those builds. We'll check out some new builds. We'll have a blast doing it while getting ourselves ready for season 11. I hope y'all ready. I am pumped. And without any further ado, let's get to it. You watching RC Omega.
RC Omega. OP Mark IIs and RPGs for you fellas. Straight through the M32.
You watching RC Omega. What is going on, my good people? This is your man Zenamthano. You watching RC Omega. Salute to all my division agents. This is my Lady Death build. If you haven't guessed by, obviously holding the Lady Death in my hand, Lady Death is one of my most popular builds. And of course, you saw by the intro, we had a little discrepancy. What I decided to do is we're gonna do some fresh videos, bro. Yeah, I was working on my YAL and working on system corruption and some of these other builds that it's like, man, this is refreshing getting back to this one. I haven't used this one in so long. This is a striker, and we're running a striker shield with a striker gear set. We'll check out all that later on for you new guys that don't understand what I'm talking about, right? Lady Death, of course. We are not used. This is not a high crit, right? So I'm not. You got good headshot damage. You got good crit damage as well, but it's not crit focused, right? I didn't dump a bunch of crit in the attributes, right? I like to use some skill haste. I like to make hybrids, right? So this is a red blue. It has no yellow, no skill tiers, right? But we have a decent amount of skill haste so that I can post more often. I can post every 19 seconds, right? So you got a decent amount of skill haste in there. This thing shreds, you hear me? And I like to, one thing you might have noticed from some of my other videos, I like to use weapon boost, right? And the reason why I like to use weapon boost is because I can play, again, a little bit with some of the yellow attributes. I can throw a little hazard protection in there, stuff like that, to kind of, boost either my protection or some of my skill, abilities or, skill haste, stuff like that. And then I boost up my weapon damage, right? So we're using 2 weapon boosts, right, in this build, right? You have, well, no, not 2, excuse me, there's 3. And there's another, no, I'm tripping, it's 4. You get a weapon boost from the striker shield, you get a weapon boost from the striker gear set, you get a weapon boost from the bloody knuckles. You're also getting a weapon boost from the Lady Death herself, right? So you got 4 different weapon boosts in this build. Yeah, so this thing shreds, bro. Check this out, let's go. Oh, damn, son. I'm just shoot through him, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro.
We have to know what this is.
He's down. Let's go ahead and let's clear it all out. Let's get these guys too.
Complete.
Come on down, guys.
A ton of corrupted data from the Shade network servers.
Come on down.
I had no idea Black Tusk had access to this.
Roasted and toasted, baby. Delicious. BBQ, NPCs. Nothing like a little NPC BBQ. To get you in the mood. A little barbecue. What are you doing back here, buddy? How did you get all the way back here, buddy? I don't care about that. Get a little BBQ. Little BBQ bots. I ran out of ammo on you. It's alright. Get some of this Lady Death. And then off. Yeah, you out of there, buddy. One thing I love about the Lady Death is you do need some weapon handling in there, but you don't need much. It's not like the Bullet King. Oh, another one of you, huh? One of the big guys. I have no grenades, so the only way I'm gonna get my weapon boost is by slapping them with the shield. All right. I mean, come on, bro. You don't even matter. It didn't even matter. Oh, big dude, big guy, huh? Oh, y'all brought a little robot too, huh? Guess what I got for you, little robot? Yeah. Your robot dead, huh?
System malfunctioning.
Go ahead and let them rounds off.
System back online.
I still got bonus damage. I still got more. Let me get in close on this one. Y'all about to get all this lady there back. Go back. You might want to go contact HR. He's back with his striker build. He's back with his striker build. Go contact HR. Didn't even matter. Didn't even matter. You nuts. Y'all know what I do when I pull out the striker build? Well, who you supposed to be? You supposed to be intimidating? Smack you with my shield. And reload on you. Clean you up. Let me clean you up. You know what I mean? Who's that supposed to be intimidating? Oh, the fire. Fire. Alright. What y'all got in here? What y'all got going on in here? Alright. I wish I could post the room so I can kind of get an idea of everybody's location, but I want to get as close to these rovers as I can so I can do this. Crack that chest plate. Crack that armor. You out of there, buddy. Yeah, sit down. Sit down. You dead next. Y'all get down too. Alright. And he's down, and now it's your turn. Alright, just stay where you are. Yeah. Oh, I was getting a little too cocky. I was getting too comfortable. How many of them is it? Oh my god, bro. Okay. That's what happens when you get cocky. I got 4 armor kits. I'm good. Uh-oh, we got bonus weapon damage. We got bonus weapon damage. Sit down, buddy. What you get up there for? What you get up there for? I mean, come on, bro.
System disrupted.
You down over here? You know what time it is, right? You know what I'm here to do. Get back down there. Get back down there.
System malfunctioning.
Are we clear? Are we clear? I think we clear. You know what's so phenomenal about this build is it's so easy to put this together, bro. You don't need a whole, you don't got to do a whole lot of optimizing, a lot of recalibrations. This is really easy. I'm about to smack your ass. I'm not gonna even use a shield, bro. I'm about to run up on you and just smack shit out of you. Bitch. Never mind. Never mind. This is the build that I ended up using to get my home dock, by the way. That, you know, the last manhunt we had. Yeah, this is the build that I used to get it. I mean, you can just run through, especially, this is great for countdown, man. You could just run through countdown fast, just quick with this build, bro. It's even better now because I put an AR on it versus having the scalpel, which is what I used to use. Oh, I forgot they come from the back. That's right. Gotta get his ass fast. Fluffy Zach is gonna be the first one down. You going down? Oh, Zach, it ain't supposed to go that way. It ain't supposed to go that way, Zach. What happened? What happened, Zach? It's the striker, that's what it is. It was the striker, Zach. It wasn't supposed to go down like that. You're supposed to survive a little bit longer. A little bit. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Files transfer.
I did not
This
just
looks
clear
like
that shit out that
force based on
fast,
the
bro.
earlier. Well, this is a good find. Knowing our
Oh
enemies
my
are just
God,
defend
bro.
against them.
Oh my God. Tell me I did not just clear that shit out
Send
that
the intel you
fast, bro.
found to all our allies.
Please tell me I did not just clear that out that fast. Running gun. This is a Lady Death running gun build. Absolutely run and gun with this. Now, some people like to say with a striker, they like to use a chameleon. I disagree. You know, politely, respectfully, I disagree. And the reason why is because you're building up the weapon damage anyway. Now, you're not relying on, like with the chameleon, you're relying on, you know, body shots give you, you know, a certain amount of damage, you know, crit damage here and, you know, reload speed and all of that. Man, squash all that. I don't care about that. What I want is just raw power. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what you get with the Lady Death. So let's look at it real quick. All right? You get, not only are you getting amplified weapon damage, look, 75%. You see that? Not only are you getting that, but you're getting a 20% movement speed. So when you're trying to run through missions, Lady Death is it, bro. You have to have a Lady Death in your collection somehow. I got several. I got a few of these, you know. But yeah, absolutely, Lady Death. You see that? Now you got that 75% increase, right? You see that? Then you also gonna partner that 75% with the Bloody Knuckles. Right? You see what you got? 25%. That's why I kept on smacking them like that or hitting them with the shield, right? But you're going to boost that. So you're going to partner that 25% with the 75%. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why I was shredding through them dudes. So the big elites, so quick, just eating them up. You know what I mean? Because you got that 25% plus the 75. And then on top of that, if you pop the shield out, right, you get bonus damage from this as well. Right? Per enemy. You got, what's that, 7%? So, you know, not a whole lot, but that's because it's a 4-tier. We're not doing too much else to this. You know, I'm not changing any attributes. This is like perfect, right? Because you can't be too reliant on your shield. You got to use some cover, but, you know, you pop that out when you're moving from cover to cover, you know. You don't want to hold that shield up too long. You know what I mean? Especially if you get in a jam, you might have to hold it up for a while to get yourself in cover. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, you're not too reliant on the shield. You pop it up when you need to every now and then. You know what I mean? So a tier 4 is fine. It's fine. You know what I mean? Right. So we already looked at the 75% from the Lady Death. We looked at the 25% from the Bloody Knuckle. Right. By the way, you can get the Bloody Knuckle. I acquired mines from the rewards track in the season. You know, so you get to 100. That was the exotic, one of the exotics, and that one, including the Busy Little Bee, was in there. That's how I acquired mines. But anyway, so you got that. But you can still acquire this stuff from, you know, Countdown. So, you know, keep that in mind. But you got the Bloody Knuckles. We got the Lady Death. So we had 100%, right? With the bonus weapon damage. 75 with the Lady Death. 25% with the Bloody Knuckles. And then we got the 4-piece striker. 1% per stack, right? Because we got the backpack. So let's go ahead and check out what this does, right? Striker Gamble, right? You got the 0.65. You're going to go ahead and increase that to 1% with the backpack. So 1% per stack, right? Let's go ahead and look at that again. You know, weapon hits increased total weapon damage by 1% because, you know, we got the backpack. So you replace that 0.65, of course, with the 1%, stacks up to 100 times. 1 stack lost per second between, right? So, but listen, you build up them stacks, you cooking, right? Now you think about it, per second, right? You're losing some stacks, right? Now think about it. With the Lady Death, your increased speed, right? Every kill, right? Whenever you see that symbol, the Lady Death symbol, right? Looks like like a brass knuckle. Every time you see that breathe free symbol, right? 10 seconds, movement speed is up. So while you're losing you're losing some of those stacks per second, you're moving faster. So you're also maintaining those stacks. You see what I'm saying? So that's one of the reasons why I like to partner the Lady Death with the Striker, because everything just kind of revolves very well. It just fits together like a well-woven Christmas sweater. You know what I mean? So really good. And then for our long range, we go with the Glory Days, but we'll get back to that in a second. Let's just look at everything else in the gear set first, right? So we know about our 4-piece. As you can see, I did some recalibrations. All 4 pieces are all blues. And we got some skill haste in there, right? What we got over here, we got some more skill haste and some critical hit chance. Not much, 4.1, right? We're not really reliant on that, so it really don't matter. Now, of course, this could hit harder if you put a lot of crit damage in there and all that. I feel like that's a waste of attributes, because this is already going to hit hard. So if you're doing all of that, you're just kind of going over the top, and it's kind of a waste because they're going to already be dropped. You know what I'm saying? You're going to already drop them. I mean, you're going to drop them maybe just a few seconds faster when you dump all that crit into the build. It's not really necessary, and I'll show you why when we get to the stats in just a second, right? So anyway, let's look at the chest plate. You can see you got weapon handling here. You got 15% and also an additional 10% for the SMG, which of course the Lady Death, right? And you got more skill haste down there. You got some critical hit damage is 11.4. You see what I'm saying? So we got some of that in there, right? And then here, it's gonna be some headshot damage for you. And then we got some, I think this is hazard. Yeah, hazard protection, right? You need some kind of hazard protection. Not a whole lot, as you can see, it's only one. But it's something, you know what I mean? All right, so you got that. There's also, you want to think about some of the benefits that you get from the specialization, which is probably the one that stands out the most is the armor kit. Kind of like having bonus armor for 10 seconds, you know what I'm saying? Similar to what you see with system corruption, similar to that, but of course you're not getting the bonus weapon damage, but it's similar to that. It's 5 seconds with system corruption, but with this you get 10 seconds, excuse me, right? So there's that. All right, and then we check out the chest plate. Let's go ahead and look at what else? We'll look at the striker, because we're looking at all weapon damage bonuses right now. So we looked at all of that. We saw the Lady Death, 75%, Bloody Knuckles, 25, that puts us up to 100. And then we're stacking that 100 with this Striker's Gamble, 1%, stacks up to 100 times, right? So when you see that Striker Gamble symbol is all the way stacked up, all the way, it's maxed. You see what I'm saying? When it's maxed out like that, that is absolutely ridiculous. You're going to get to those stacks very quickly, right? Now, let's think about what we got in the clip here. That's 32 in the clip, right? So if you reload twice and all them shots are hitting, right, that's 60. You're almost maxed out on your Striker Gamble already. You know what I mean? Now, I normally do this at the shooting range where I show you the actual numbers. But if you go back and watch some of that gameplay, you'll see that this Lady Death be hitting for like 400, bro. Like, it hits really high numbers when you got all that weapon damage, stacked up like that. That bonus weapon damage all activated at the same time. It's hitting some high numbers, 300s, 400. Go check that out. Sit down, buddy. What'd you get up there for? What you get up there for? So now, with that said, we'll go ahead and check out this real quick. You saw that 10%. The last thing we're going to look at is the Striker, the shield, right? So we got that. Let's go ahead and look at the Striker shield. It's going to be 7%, right? Right, 10 meters. Now, if you get people that's within that little, if they're inside that orange bubble, right there, you see, you get them inside that orange bubble, you're getting increased weapon damage, right? Now we're on this skill tier 4. We're not going to bump it up no higher than that with this build. This build is set. Only thing I'll be doing is optimizing. That's it. And expertise levels, as you can see, 0 expertise levels except for, of course, the Lady Death. So you can even put out more damage and have even more armor with this build. Right now you at 1.4, that gives you 2.8 in armor on a running gun build. I think it's phenomenal. This build just eats, it just eats through an enemy quick, right? So check it out. Tell me what you think. I think this is perfect. There's absolutely nothing that I would change on here. The only thing that is irrelevant in this build would be the pistol. You could do whatever you want with the pistol. We're not even using it. You know what I mean? So put whatever you want there. I got a bread basket there, but yeah, we're not even using that because the Lady Death is this is the Lady Death's build. It is her build. She's, she got some assistance right here for long range with the Glory Days. And before we get out here, let's check out the Glory Days real quick, and then we'll check out the stats. All right, so Glory Days, 81, 5, you see that? It's pretty much max, 20, 21 is the highest that you can get for the, the health damage. If I'm not mistaken, 21, or is it 25? I think it's 21 for health damage, right? Damage to targets out of covers, 10%, right? Now, I've said this in other videos. If you're unfamiliar with the Glory Days, oh boy, let me say this. The Glory Days is slept on, and I don't understand it. A lot of people really like to use the FAMAS. A lot of people will say that is the best AR in the game, and I completely disagree with that totally. I think people are just looking at DPS, just looking at, The rate of fire is 900 and all that. And I think people are looking at that and they're kind of stuck on that. And the reality of the matter is this thing outperforms the FAMAS. I don't know how you guys don't see it. And again, this is all in fun. You know, I'm not trying to, come down and, take a shit on nobody. I'm not doing that at all. But okay, let's look at look, this is the name. This is, by the way, if you don't know what this is the custom P416 G3, right? Right. So you got 100% stability on this thing, minus 35% optical range, which is nothing. So basically what you got is just a perfect fucking weapon. And the reason why it's nothing is because when you modify it this way, you put 20% back, you get 20% optical range right back when you put this force scope on. And then you go here, you get 10%, right? And that's, your optical range. Now, because the fact that I'm running firewall, I don't have my laser pointer on right now. Doesn't matter. Now, I can put anything on here. I can put crit chance. I can increase my reload speed, whatever I want to do. But it's just the absolute perfect fucking cannon, bro. This thing is absolutely phenomenal, right? So we're gonna go ahead and increase the crit hit damage by 10%, right? Let's go ahead and do that, right? We'll do that. Let's go ahead and look at our stats real quick. All right, so right now, PvP would be 32, weapon damage 81. Where headshot is at 82.4, excuse me, and then 77 on the critical hit damage. 77, I mean, come on, that's plenty. That is plenty without just loading the build up with just a fuck ton of crit damage attributes. 77 is plenty, bro. With all the weapon damage, the bonus damage that you're getting, that's plenty, right? If you ask me, I just think that's plenty, right? Stability, look at my stability, bro. Come on, man, right? Just absolutely great. Absolutely phenomenal. You got 30 on your assault rifle and 25 on your SMG, right? I mean, come on, bro. What more can you ask for in a running gun? I think this is absolutely phenomenal, right? Because you're moving anyway. You're moving, So, again, I used to have the scalpel on here, but I switched it to the Glory Days. I mean, this thing does not fucking move. It has 0 recoil. It don't move, bro. You can reload and hit the same spot. Like, watch this. Let's find a big enough space where we can tell that I'm shooting the same spot. Right here. We'll reload. Right? Reload. Same spot, bro. I mean, look at that, bro. Look at this. The same spot, bro. It's perfect stability. You hear what I'm saying? Absolutely a phenomenal weapon, a must-have if you ask me. The Glory Days, the P416 G3, the named version, Glory Days, outperforms the FAMAS hands down if you ask me. I know there's some diehard FAMAS fans out there. Please tell me why you would choose the FAMAS over this gun. Now, you can't put a laser pointer on the FAMAS. You can't put the technician laser pointer on this gun, bro. And you're gonna, if you run that with a perfect, closer, a closer chest plate, right? Perfect spotter. If you run that with this gun and a laser pointer, you got increased 20% weapon damage, bro. You know what I mean? Like, that's just all you gotta do is point at them. 20% boosted, and it don't move around like the FAMAS do, bro. It stay in the same spot. Come on, bro. Listen. Listen, I hope you guys enjoyed this build. This was my Lady Death. Please let me know what you think about it. Part 2, right? Revamp, volume 2, right? We'll call it that. And we made a few changes, some optimizing since the last time you guys saw this build. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me what you think. Listen, bro, you need to run through missions. You need to get through something quick. This is the way. Take your Lady Death and partner it with a striker. And if you got them bloody knuckles in there, throw it in there. Just toss a little bit of skill haste in there. Trust me, you will not regret it. Thank me later. With all that said, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the channel. That was the Lady Death. And let's get up out of this sewer.
We've got eyes on Black Tusk at the Lincoln Memorial.